Welcome back, Syndicate members. It is I, Joshua Mammoth, here with another creator at ICC. It's my new friend, Miles.
Hey,
Dude, love your energy.
Thank you. What's the point in writing science fiction if you're not having fun? Yeah.
So, I see a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. I've been kind of a busy bee. I've got this whole universe of comics. The main spine is this time travel book. The editors, we've got our homeboy Brad invents a time machine, but his boss is a really immature arms contractor. Responsible people don't give people like Gavin time machines. So he escapes into the past and tries to break the time machine somewhere where no one can fix it.
I love that cover, by the way.
Oh, yeah, this one, it's a Where's Waldo? Because, you know, Brad's hiding, so I just thought, like, this is a great... I put a lot of homage covers in this, actually, but, like, the Where's Waldo is great. This one's a Reanimator homage.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
yeah. And that was great because I sent the artist a sketch, and I obviously I had the image in my head, but I wasn't until the next day, and I woke up the next morning, I was like, it's a Reanimator, it's the Reanimator. And I texted him, and he had immediately already done a first sketch, and already was like, yeah, duh, it's the Reanimator. So that was awesome. What's the other really good? This is Thunderball. But where James Bond is really confident, Brad is, kind of a nevish. So, he's messing up, flying around the jetpack. We've got Saddam Hussein makes a guest appearance. That's all the homage covers. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, making this book was a lot of fun. I kind of just took all my nightmares and put them into a sci-fi story. And then Neighborly Detective Co. is the other spine of my comic universe. It follows Agatha Neighborly, who was a young 20-something in the early 2000s in New York. She's flunking out of college. Her only two real good friends are her best friend Betsy and her aunt Judith. It was like 90-something or whatever. And like dudes are constantly trying to beat up her aunt in the street. What the hell is going on in New York City right now? It could not be Aunt Judith. Oh, actually, hold on. We got to talk about Aunt Judith has been doing Batman stuff since the 30s. And there's actually a board game in this issue. There's puzzles in all the detective books, but this one I went out really wild, and I made a chase scene into a board game. And so you've got like a thimble and different weapons for Aunt Judith and the goons that are chasing her. Yeah. I do love it. Let's talk about these books through their covers. A little more deep dive into Aunt Judith's origins and the 1930s. Half of this issue is also set in a gay bar during Prohibition, so this one's a pretty good one. What we got? Oh yeah, and then finally we have the showdown with the gangsters. Agatha doesn't remember her mother or most of her family, and she doesn't know why. But we start diving into that, and then these last two issues are called The Fire of Sleepy Hollow. But no spoilers, but some shit goes down. So these are like the spine of my universe. And then I have the Starlight Walker is a little more of a deep dive into Agatha's mom.
Hey, this is an awesome cover too.
Yeah. That book is pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
This goes back to like pre-Rome times. You can see literally what Zal is the mother, Prut is the daughter, and Zal is always trying to instill in her daughter the three things are: remember Grandpa, take care of the family tree, and kill Romans.
Well, I love that. This pose right here is brilliant. I love that. Yeah, that is great.
And Prut's pretty fun because she gets these magical bangles. The whole thing about the Starlight Walker is she has these bangles that just basically they make a force shield around her. So you're basically indestructible when you have these bangles on. And so you can see when she first gets them, she's just like slamming around like a ball, like a bouncy ball thrown at a wall,
I love these black and white. Are all of these black and white?
Almost all of these are in color. I just did this one really quickly, and so I just never got time to color it. This is actually one I colored myself. I usually write everything. So this book is a tour of the world of the dead. It starts in the universe before our universe. And, obviously our universe happens. Time is also kind of windy-bindy, there's no real when in the world of the dead. So So we start at the beginning of the universe. Then we follow a couple different people. There's Cary Grant, who's basically just like a government bureaucrat that no clips into the world of the dead sometime in the 60s. But he actually really likes it down there because the world of the dead is just like a lot of magic and old religions and ghosts that are like obsessed with rules. And he's obsessed with rules. So like he takes on a job for the Guild of Grim Reapers. And you can see like one of the Grim Reapers, there's a different Reaper for every kind of dying. So this is like the hero's death. Now he does a job for the hero's death, and the hero's death is like, don't you want to go back to Daytown of Ohio, or perhaps Hugh-town of Texas? Hughes-town? And he's like, no, it's Chaos World up there. I want to stay down here where everything makes sense and people follow. And then we kind of get more of the conflict of the old universe dying. Up and through this royal wedding. So most of the old universe is this plane called the Conflictus Eternum. That's like literally, I just have like hordes of like fish people killing each other and screaming philosophy at each other while they do it. So, you know, it's like, I killed, therefore I am. You know, I fight alone, we fight together, die for me. That's like most of the Conflictus Eternum. It's just like absolute brutal conflict. There's a magical plane that lives above it called the Poroma, which is cracking. It's falling apart, which is kind of the main driver of a lot of the stuff that's going on. But in the middle of Conflictus Eternum, there is one kingdom that's kind of stayed kind of normal and peaceful. It has kind of an actual civilized community. And they're having a royal wedding. I really love this one because the princess is just like, isn't this supposed to be about me? No one's talking about me. It's my wedding. You know, and there's all these tournaments and battles and stuff going on. And dad is like, well, let's go take a look at the family war loaf. Like they have this giant, like basically like platinum, you know, ingot the size of like this room that, you know, every generation passes down to the next generation, except that when they go look at the war loaf, it's been spent. Like, you know, dad talks about, oh, I did give like those 7 dragons armor. And, you know, I made a bunch of swords last month, you know. But unfortunately, a demon horde attacks, and they're able to make a new warloaf out of the bones of the demon horde that they slay. There's another scene written by me that's basically ghosts. There's a conspiracy amongst the ghosts going on. Let's see. And then my favorite Grim Reaper of all the Grim Reapers is the Slacker's Death, who's been hiding out in a record store in Dayton, Ohio, not killing anybody. I want to read this one part. That's really great. For thousands of years, all I ever did was kill. Drown that bozo. Push that clown off a cliff. Sad stuff, man. Who wants to spend eternity kicking people while they're down? I could spend forever listening to records, though. Like magic captured on plastic and magnetic tape. Lifetimes upon lifetimes worth. With more coming out every day. Way better than killing, man. You're preaching to the choir, brother. I spent 10 years in the Army. Yeah, this book is fun. I try to have fun with my books.
So what's the actual name of your comic universe?
Dreaming Ansible is the name of the company. Yeah.
And where could the syndicate members pick this stuff up if they're not here today?
DreamingAnsible.com has all my books as physical books and PDFs. If you buy the book off of my website, you'll get the PDF for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You know, I need the physical edition, but sometimes the PDF are nice you could zoom in. And
I love, you know, like all the shelves I didn't have to buy because of digital comics is really wonderful. But yeah, I also do love like having a big thick book, like getting a trade or something and like sitting on the couch, you know, like yeah.
You know, a lot of creators, they'll send me a PDF, and I do love those because you could really zoom in, you can feel it.
Yeah.
There's nothing like just holding it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, digital comics are kind of what got me back into reading. Like when Comixology kind of like first came on the world, it was like, oh man, I can get like whole collections. I think I got like the entire 1990s Valiant run. I just like spent 2 years reading that front to back, like, you know. And then by the end of that, I was like re-obsessed and writing strips. So you know, like, So I do love digital comics, but obviously I love paperwork. You know, I love like putting these little packages together
this is
and
really
stuff like
cool.
that.
I love that.
Yeah, I love this one because. Well, Agatha's a flunky, right? So, like, I was originally going to make, like, a Trapper Keeper, But the Trapper Creeper almost seemed like too much. This little like pink portfolio guy was like right on.
It's almost like what the FBI gives you.
Yeah. I think these file jackets for the editors are literally like just what the law firms use to keep all their old case files in, which is appropriate because I have no spoilers, but as you go through the editors, the boss that Brad's hiding the time machine from there's a low jack on the time machine. Like he's not. So we kind of get notes about the hunt for the time machine along with following Brad, hiding the time machine. So it's
that's great, and I love the different covers too. Man, that's
I try to have fun. I try to have fun. Yeah.
Yes, good work. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. It was
great meeting you. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be right back, Syndicate members. Great.